Sharma. Um, so I have been working in the communications area for more than 22 years now. Around 2 years ago, we started this company called Crotales. And as part of Crotales, we also started a channel called Heroes of India. I'll just show you a glimpse of that channel before we go ahead. This is one of the this is the channel on YouTube that we have. It's called Heroes of India. And what we did was last year around the same time, there is this event called Dan Utsav, which is basically promoting all the social causes in India. It's run by a organization called Dan Utsav and Giving Tuesday, and they promote the social causes in India. The people who are working for, social workers, people who are working for various for rural education, girl child, or health, and all these kind of activities. And what we did from our side was we contributed by creating these films. So some of these films you can see have been, we started doing them in October. So we released around 7 films in 7 days at that time. And you can see all the videos here. These are all people who have, almost given their whole life. They have donated their whole life to social causes, what you can say. There is Dr. Girish Kulkarni, there is Adik Kadam, who lives in terror-stricken Kashmir. There is Dr. Ashish Satav, who works in, who right after doing his MBBS, he went to Melghat. Melghat is a tribal area and he works there. So it is out of passion that we are actually doing these kind of films and promoting them on social media. So the whole idea is that when, especially during COVID and all, when there is so much negativity in this world, right? We all should know that there are stories, there are positive stories that are that do exist in our country. And who are these heroes who we don't know about? They are the real heroes. They are the ones who are really uh, keeping us sane, keeping ensuring that humankind is not lost. So these are the stories that we are really working upon. And this year we thought of including more and more people to this cause, which is why we came up with this whole idea of a contest where you can participate as well. You can create your own films and we will be able to showcase them on this channel. So what I am going to do today is I'm just going to, I don't know how many of you have ever made films before or have, created such kind of content before. If you have created films before, can you just give me a yes or a thumbs up on the uh, chat box? Let me just check how many of you are aware about the process of filmmaking. Okay, Ajay. Nobody else? Okay. Cool. Quite a few of you have, and some have not. But I'm going to just touch upon the basics. It's not rocket science or anything. Oh, Rajiv, I'm very glad to hear that you are an FTII pass out. So maybe you will be able to give some uh, tips to our participants as well. So let me start with one of the films that we have made very recently. This is for an non-profit organization called High Five. High Five is into, they are a foundation where they are encouraging sports in underprivileged children. So basically they do basketball coaching for BMC schools. Okay. And they have around 1200 to 1500 children enrolled in basketball. And the main thing about this is they're not just doing coaching, but they are also doing, they ensure excellence in basketball. So these kids who are playing basketball or don't play just at game level or school level, but they go ahead and they play on district level and state level, beating other kids of their age as well. So let me just run this little film for you to set the context for today's session.
Behind online session was we didn't wanted kids to go out from the program or stay out of the basketball for too long. So we started online like with few kids and then we expanded with all of the kids. Then हमको realize हुआ कि उनके पास balls भी available नहीं है. पहले हम लोग ने 3 स्कूल में दिया, then 3 स्कूल में ऐसा करके जो बच्चे ऑनलाइन लेक्चर्स अटेंड कर रहे थे उनको बॉल्स भी प्रोवाइड किया.
It's fun to learn basketball online.
I can now practice basketball looking at the video.
I like learning online, but I want to go back to the basketball court.
Now we have like 100 plus kids enrolled in this online sessions. It works like first our coaches record the sessions by themselves and they send it back to the kids. So they practice it at home or some garden. They record it and send us back.
So this is a film we have created recently, and it is specifically I have showed it to you to set the context today, because the films that we will expect you to be making are related to social causes. Okay, so let me just run you through the introduction today. Can you see the screen? Can you see the screen where I'm changing the screen?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Okay, thank you. So first, when you are looking for stories around you, we will be filming for non-profits or a social cause. Our whole purpose, what is the purpose of your film, is what you really need to look at. The reason I showed you this hi-fi film is, what do you think is the purpose here? Here it is that while the whole world is in a lockdown, see, this is an NGO. It works on people giving them donations. But if there is a lockdown and there is no activity that is done, the donations are going to trickle, right? They're not going to come in as easily as they were earlier. So it is important for an NGO to showcase that even while there is lockdown, the work is going on, the activities are going on. So that is the purpose here of this film, and which is very clear that yes, even while lockdown is there, we are going on ahead with our work, and whatever training has to be imparted is being done, right? So how do you start? It's easy to say, yeah, find a very good story, see around you, where is the story? But where is the story? Where are you going to find out? We are going to make things a little easy for you. If you go out on Instagram, or you go and check some of the pages like Better India, for example, uh, Humans of Bombay, you will find there are stories all around you. Especially when we were going through this whole COVID situation, you will see that outside temples there are people who are giving, feeding people, making dabbas for migrant laborers. Then there are people who are giving free medical services. There are so many stories all around you. So while we don't really want to put the idea of COVID in you, we can also look at other stories that are not COVID related. This story on the left just came on my LinkedIn feed today. Dr. Ganesh Rakh, Pune, who doesn't charge for girl born in his hospital, and 1,000 baby girls he is delivered without charging for it. That's a huge task. This is an ordinary person doing extraordinary things, right? Then the story on the right, it was on Humans of Bombay, on the Better India page, sorry, where an engineer, he actually helps silk weavers with a new innovation that can help them earn much more than what they are currently. So these are small things. So that the engineer may or may not have done it from a social cause point of view, but he made an innovation which is helping, because silk weavers and all, they're really they don't really have technology at their hands to change their lives, but something like this can help them. Okay, so just look around you, and there will be a lot of stories where you will find, if you talk to people, you talk to your colleagues, your neighbors, your friends, relatives, I'm sure you will find some stories that are relevant. And and of course, you can always go to the closest non-profit organization in your area and check out what kind of stories they have. Once you start talking to people, you'll you'll wonder which story you want to tell, because you'll hear so many of them. Then the first and foremost step of creating a film is to write the story. You may know what you want to tell. You may know who is the hero of your story. You may know what is the flow, or what are the points of the story that you want to tell in your film. However, when you are visualizing the film, you have to visualize the film as a whole. You create a structure to it. uh, be quite formal about it. The basic structure you can do, like introduction to the location or the person. What is the pain point? The pain point is always the most important part of the film, because until there is a low point, the pain point is also called a low point. There will never be you'll never have that kind of emotion coming out when you create the high point. Then how did the so if there is a person who was maybe unwell to get up because of some medical condition, how did he resolve, whether did he resolve that situation through innovation? Did he get the support of people, the support of NGOs? Did he get support of people in his own life? What did he do to get a resolution from his situation? And finally, of course, it has to be the happiness or the benefit. What is the impact of that story on, uh, as a social cause? What is the impact on that story? How did it create happiness in the lives of those who mattered? How did it benefit the person who it was supposed to? So these are the basic points that you need to keep in mind while you're telling the story. The two main points, as I told you, is there has to be a high point and there has to be a low point in the story. So if you go back to the high five basketball story, the low point was when all the children were bored, when there was a lockdown, they could not go out. They loved to play basketball, but they couldn't go because the courts were closed. And the high point was when they get the ball in their hand and they are able to practice, even if it is in their own compound, because of these videos that are being sent to them with their coaches. So these 2 points are very important in a story. There has to be one point where you feel the depression, you feel the pain of the person, and the other point where you can empathize with even the happiness, or the joy that is brought around because of the support or the social initiative that has been done. The next point would be, of course, the equipment. What equipment do you need to create this film? Of course, when we make a film, we have a professional cameraman and we have an editor and all that, but we are not expecting that in this context. What we really expect is a neat film, edited well, and the story told very very nicely with the correct pick points there. So what would you need? One is, you can, if you have a DSLR camera with the video option, it's well and good, you can use it. If not, you can use your mobile phone as well. What I would recommend is you should have a tripod or a stand, even though it is I've written it is optional. You should have it because then you would be able to capture without too much shaking of the lens, etc. So you should have that. You can, while you can do editing on your mobile as well, you might benefit by having a laptop or a desktop for post production with some editing software and a good internet connection. The internet connection I'm asking because you may have, once your film is ready, we are going to ask you to upload it on one of the drives that we will share with you. Okay. So these are the equipment. All of these are good to have, not necessary. One mobile phone will also do. We are not going to be judging based on whether you have created the film with a DSLR or with a mobile phone. It's basically the storytelling that we are really going to be looking at. Okay. The next is, now this I'm getting a little bit into ideas on what you should look at while you're doing the shoot. There are four most important things while you're doing the shoot. One is the location, the people, the camera angles, and the lighting. So whatever your story is, let us take, for example, a story where you are talking about children's education. Then it is just important that you have the location that is relevant to your story. So if you're talking about education and if you're going to be shooting it inside a house or in a garden, then it may not get the effect that you really want to bring about in the story. You may want to instead shoot in a classroom, for example, or maybe a community study center or something like that, right? So it's really important what is your location, whether you're going to be shooting it outdoors, indoors, if you want to show a busy bazaar, whatever. So your location is going to be the most important part of the storytelling visually. The second and another most important part is the people. One, if you are doing an interview with somebody, or if you're telling the story of a single person, one, ensure that you have the person's consent. Okay. Ensure that you are able to catch that person at a time when they are slightly relaxed. You don't want them to hurry up while your shoot is going on. Two, you don't want them to be in awe of what you're doing, because a lot of people, they have never seen, camera equipment and all, and they get a little nervous. So if you want to get the right emotion out of that person, make them calm them down, have a little, friendly banter with them before you start shooting them. See who are the other people in their surroundings. Even those will make a lot of important elements in your storytelling structure. So when we make these basketball films and all, one, we maximum we shoot on the basketball court, which is our location. But we also see that sometimes the parents are around, because you can see, a lot of times you can see pride in the parents' eyes. If you're able to capture that kind of thing, it would be really great. If you're talking about children, but the story is told by an adult, it is important that you also have shots of the children. If even if they're not the exactly the beneficiaries, you need some kind of supporting cast of the children to show that you're, the cause is for the children. So what people you're selecting, how you're making them comfortable, is going to matter when you want to get the right emotion out of them. Then comes the camera angles. Again, if you're shooting the whole film in a close up or in the same angle, you may not be able to give it a good variation when you're doing the editing. You may want to have some long shot, some mid shot, some close up, even if it is just one person talking throughout. Even then, you may want to, give little different angles to your camera. See when you're doing a long shot, especially see how the surroundings are, and do it accordingly. You may for example, if somebody is talking of, you know working for shanties, or working for hut people who live in hutments, but you're shooting it on the steps of a mall, you may really want to rethink whether you're getting the right emotions there. So locations, people, and camera angles together are going to form a good crux of the way you're going to do your storytelling. Very often, another thing, when we are talking about people, one thing that comes to mind is, very often people are not comfortable talking in the camera. So you may want to have somebody who's standing next to the camera, and have the person talk to them like a normal conversation. That's a very good idea, to get the person talking normally, give out the right sound bites that you want, and not make them nervous because there is a camera around. So this is one idea that we often use, especially for these the non-profit films. As I said, a lot of people are very nervous about being in front of the camera. Then the lighting, again, what is the mood of your film? Is it a film that's going to be very somber? Is it going to be very dark? Is it going to be bright, and a lot of happiness is what you want to show? So it really is important, what is it that you want to show. The three basic type of lightings are natural indoor lighting. If you are in a room and you have to shoot in a room, ensure that your subject is in front of a window or in front of a light source. A lot of times tube lights and bulbs do not give out enough light. So shoot in the daytime when there is enough light coming in from the windows. If you want to give a little somber, very little darker expression to your film, You may want to use the person's face against the light as well. As long as they are seen, as the face is seen, it shouldn't be that the face is completely dark. But otherwise, you can do that kind of lighting, the backlighting as well. And of course, the outdoor natural is always the best. You'll get good sharp images, and see that it's a good sunny day. Even if it is a sunny day, shoot in the don't shoot in the harsh sun, because you'll get very harsh lighting. Otherwise, you can shoot in the shadows and yet get very good outdoor natural light. So choose the lighting also according to your subject of the film and your story. As I said, the capturing emotion is one of the most important aspects of storytelling. Uh, if you are talking about um, a cause or a initiative that is going to bring happiness to somebody, it is important to show that happiness. You cannot have like we have made films and we've also made mistakes, and sometimes we get carried away and talk only about the sensitive or emotional part of the story, and forget that finally the beneficiary is there is happiness for the beneficiary, and that happiness is not shown in the film. And then we have to go back to our editing boards and dig out the footage that shows that emotion. So it's very important to show that you can capture emotion through light, you can capture emotion through elements, through props. If you're showing happiness, you can show flowers and trees and balloons. uh, if you're showing sadness, you can show darkness, you can show empty windows or empty doors and all. So there are a lot of elements that you can use while creating your story. uh, Finally, it is important that your story, uh, that your film captures that one or two strong emotions that it should. Okay, so you're this man, happy man, and the child, the happiness on the mother's face. As I said, usually if you're shooting with children, check emotions on the parents' faces. They are usually very, you'll see them glowing with pride if their kids have done anything, and it'll be easier to capture the emotion in that case. Again, while working with children, it's important that you make them very comfortable. If the social cause that you have selected is something to do with children, ensure you carry a little bit of maybe colors or chocolates or something with you, and get those children very comfortable and happy to talk to you or happy to come to you. So you'll get the right you'll be able to capture the right emotions in that case. Now we come to a very important part called post production. So once you're done with writing your story, you know the structure. According to the structure, you have created the shots. You have written down what shots you need. You have written down what voice bites you need from people, and you've gone ahead and shot that. So one thing to remember is that while you have everything in place, while you have your story structure in place, because you are not going to be giving dialogues, or people are not going to be acting, this is all going to be natural, right? A lot of times you will get bites that one you did not expect to, you did not get as expected, or so it could be either the bites are not enough to create that whole story which you have in mind, or the bites are more than required. So in both these cases, editing is something that is going to be really important. While editing, if you have 3 hours of footage and you want to cut it down to 3 minutes, you should know exactly what is the point that you want to take. Usually all filmmakers, they love their film so much that even cutting down a little bit of it makes for very tough decisions. But this is the most important thing. because you want while you want the story to be told from your point of view, understand who's the audience. All the audience needs to know is a background to your story, a little bit of background. As I said, it does not need to be in a format where you're giving a long narration of how people are staying, how many people are staying in one shanty or whatever. Even just a few shots of the location can set the introduction or the background for you. The pain point in just a minute or so, and then the resolution to the pain point. These are the most important things, and the rest of it are only fillers. So ensure that you keep the main points of what you are going to be talking about in your story, and have the courage to edit out the rest. So there, as I said, there will be two types. One, sometimes you may find that you don't have enough material, voice material, or enough material where the person has not spoken much about what you wanted them to talk about, or they have not talked about the points that you wanted uh, from them. So what you can do is you can use a voiceover or narration. We have all often used voiceover and narration to give a rounded effect to the story. So the story has to come a whole circle, right? It starts with a pain point, then it goes to the resolution, then it goes to happiness, and then that's the whole circle of the story. So if in your shoot you're not getting that story, if you're not being able to do the whole circle, what you can use is a good voiceover or a narration, um, either as a background, or you can use it even in the form of text. Like in this movie, the High Five film that we showed you, we have made use of text instead of narration. But there are places, I'll show you a couple of instances where we have used poetry, where we have used the speaker's own voice we have used to give the narration. So there are different kinds of things you can do to actually tie up the loose ends of your story. Then again, we speak about sound. So when you have a lot of footage where people are not talking, you may want to use Foley sound. Foley sound is the sound that is captured at location, the real sound. For example, if it's raining, then Foley sound would be the sound of rain falling, or a dog is barking, so you can use that as well. But if you don't want to use that, you can always use background music and with sound effects wherever you want to. So where you want to give a high point, where there is happiness, you may want to use a background music with high tempo, and where it's lower, you may want to do it, give a very soft background music to it. uh, Again, please ensure that the sound that you're using or the music that you're using is copyright free and all that. Okay, we don't want to get into any issues due to copyright issues. And then you can always use text or slates in between, or supers, describing, giving, for example, you don't somebody saying my name is whatever, Mohan Joshi, I am the CEO of so and so. You don't want that whole thing in your voice, because it takes up your precious minutes. You have only a certain duration that you want to finish your film in. So these kind of things can be edited out, and instead you can use it in supers with just the name and the designation written below. Even quotes and all can also be given in slates, for example. So post production is going to be another important part of your film making process. Uh, Before I go to Okay, before I go to the contest itself, any questions I would like to answer regarding the filming process? You may raise your hand or put in your question with the. Okay, Mohit is asking whether the film can be animation film. Mohit, since we are doing a social cause film, while you can use animation, I'm not saying you cannot. Uh, uh, there needs to be certain credibility that the film brings. For example, if you are working for a non-profit organization, for them you are creating a film, right? uh, if you are using some animation along with whatever you have shot, very well and good. But I don't know how you're going to bring in the credibility using only animation. I am completely open to, whatever idea you are bringing on the table. I'll be happy to see what you can bring. In fact, if it's something, innovative and nice, I'll be happy to have a look at it. Mohit Jadhav is asking, is there any necessity with the quality? I have not understood your question. There is, if you're asking about DSLR versus mobile, I have no issue with either. Preferably use mobile phone with slightly higher resolution. Can you tell some software for animation and video editing? For video editing, there are plenty of free softwares actually. You can also use trial softwares. So Ajay has given Blender for animation. There is Doodly that you can use for, that is also another. For editing, you can use, we usually use Premiere Pro or After Effects, but you can use others as well. If you're doing on mobile, you can also use Splice. Okay. There is FCP, Avid, Adobe Premiere, all these are available. So you can use these for editing. So Ajay has given some names. If you all can see in the chat, he has given some names as well. Blender and DaVinci Resolve for editing. For mobile, you can use Splice. You can use, if you're using a MacBook, you can use iMovie. iMovie is a free software for MacBook users. So all these you can use. Try even for music, if you want to download, you can just go to YouTube and select commercial license, common creatives license for downloading music. If you're buying music, you can always go to Audio Jingle or you can go to Ben Sound. These are all good sources of using music. Then for images also, there are sites like FreePig, which you can get good high resolution images if you want to use in between as fillers. Okay, any other questions are there? Okay, can I move to the contest then? Just give me an okay if you're all fine with whatever has been told till now. So I'll go to the contest rules.
Ma'am, I have some questions.
Yes, who's this?
Ma'am, Ayush then.
Yes, Ayush.
Ma'am, first thing I wanted to say that I had an operation, so I could, I am on bed rest now. So can I do the animation thing like I'm good in editing?
Yeah, you can definitely do. Also, what you can do, Ayush, is see if one of these people who are the participants, we've already put you all on a group, right? What I will do is I'll open up the group for chat maybe today evening or tomorrow. And if you can find a partner who is doing, some part of it for you, you can do it as a team as well. Because we have opened it to both individuals as well as teams. And I think somebody else also asked about animation. So I'm happy to do it as long as I'll just, I think I should go to the contest section, because then you'll get a clearer idea of what we are expecting. Okay. So I'll just.
Sureshma, just add something to it.
Yeah.
You can also make films on in the day in the life of.
Yeah, exactly. I'm going to that section now.
Yeah. Because like if you have people in your vicinity, somebody who, a watchman who goes out of his way to help people, or even a shopkeeper who is doing some amazing work. You can do that also.
So the contest topics can be, as Sanjay mentioned right now, it could be a day in the life of somebody who's doing good generally throughout the year, or for a certain. Uh, can you go on mute?
Time
Arti, please go on mute.
7:45.
Okay, so the contest topics would be, one is a day in the life of, for example, it could be a watchman, it could be a milkman, it could be the electrician, it could, whoever is around you, you can make the film based on that person's life. Second, it could be, for example, one person who is, dedicated their life to a social cause and has made big impact. For example, I showed you the story of this Pune doctor who doesn't, take any charges for delivering baby girls, for example. But he's making, in his own way, he's making a very big impact. He is saving the girl child. He is working for the life of the girl child. Or the third thing is, I think quite a few of you are from NGOs also. So you can also tell the story of your own NGO or any other NGO in your vicinity. Okay, so this could be, it does not need to be a very high five, it doesn't need to be CRY or UNICEF or something like that. It could be a smaller NGO where people are doing really good work. So the topic is going to be any one of these. If you're talking about animation, you can use animation, as long as we know that it needs to be a real story, it shouldn't be a fiction. That's all. So what and how long will the story be? It has to be 3 to 5 minutes. Unfortunately, we'll not be able to consider the ones that are above 5 minutes. The film has to be recorded, edited, sound has to be added as required. Final format will be MP4. When the film is ready, we have a group created. You just have to text us that you are ready for submission. We will each of you will get an individual OneDrive link for submission. All you have to do is upload the film on that drive, and along with that, send a short description about your film, especially if you're working for this NGO or for one person, this one person big impact kind of a film. It is very important that we understand who is this person that you're talking about. Okay, and also give the credits. If you're using a team, then who's done the sound, who's the cameraman, who's the editor, etc. So it's quite simple. Make the film in three to 5 minutes is the story that you have to tell. Uh, and when it's ready, just let us know that you're ready to submit, and we'll give you the link for submission. Okay. Here are some terms and conditions. First and foremost, do not use plagiarized content. Any content that is plagiarized, we will not be responsible for paying any penalty that rises, because understand that these films are going to be we will be uploading them on the Heroes of India channel. So whatever you're using, use royalty free images, or buy the images. Nowadays subscriptions are very low cost also. And uh, so do original work. We want to see your original work. That's all we want to say. And we will be your submitted film will be posted on the Heroes of India channel. In case there is any issue with the film, technical or content wise, we may also not post it, but we'll definitely get back to you to understand what especially if it's a technical issue, we will definitely get back to you and get the right format from your end. Okay. And what we feel is, what we want to do is, all the films that you submit one by one, we will be uploading it. The last date for submission is 30th of September, and 2nd October onwards, we will be uploading one film each day on Heroes of India channel, starting from 2nd October, because Dan Utsav also starts from that day. Also, because we are supported by Dan Utsav and Giving Tuesday, they will also be promoting the film. So ensure that you're making good films, tell good stories, and that's it. So we are just looking for really good stories to, as you know, we always say, let there be good stories need to be told. So that's our mission, and happy to take any more questions. Can you share the PDF in the WhatsApp group? What I'm going to do, Ayush, is I have recorded this whole session, and I'll either put up the link on YouTube or something, and I'll share on the link on the group. So you can go through the whole recording itself. Okay. Everyone clear? Just give me a yay on the chat and we will be off to. Anyone needs any help for creating the stories and all, do let us know. What I am going to do is today 8 o'clock to 9 o'clock, I'll keep the group open for any queries. And again, after 2 days, I'll do that. 8 to 9 should be a good time. There are going to be 3 winners as of now, but everybody gets a participation certificate. The first winner gets 10,000 rupees prize. So go for it. Pratik, Shrishti, go for it.
Ma'am, I had a question.
Yes, Vaishnavi, is it?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Ma'am, about that one topic, a day in the life of, so it has to be on some worker, or it could be on some person I know also.
Yeah, it could be on any person that you know, as long as the person or worker or whoever you have selected is contributing to a social cause in some way. That's all. So it could, for example, it could also be, someone in your locality who teaches poor children for free.
Right.
Takes tuitions for free. Something like that is also fine. Okay, or someone who goes, because this is one topic very close to my heart is, I know a group of people who go to a nursery and they do plantation every Saturday. They do it just they are not getting anything out of it, right? But they just do it out of passion. So even if it is, a story around somebody like that, it's completely fine.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Finally, we only need to tell stories of people who are doing good work. Yes, Aarti, we are also very excited. We'll be excited to see what you all are doing. Some of you are film students, so I am expecting some really good work as well. So can we close the session then? And we will chat on the group, okay? On the WhatsApp group. If there are also, if you have friends who would like to join in and have not done so far, do send them the link that we had given you earlier, the Google Forms link. Let them immediately fill in the form, get themselves registered, and then they can join the group as well. Okay. Bye everyone. Thanks for joining in. Bye bye.